got another heat coming up next with the same thing between Bronnie McCauley and Sally Fitzgibbon. So a little bit of a contrast. We'll see if the backhanders, which we saw earlier, Owen Wright putting it together, and see if keep that form. Tatiana's going to have that quick whip, but it's going to really come down to wave choice, I believe.
Pretty similar results for these two competitors in their last couple of efforts here on the Gold Coast. Tatiana Weston-Webb, she had a semi-final here as a rookie, a quarter-final last season. And again, looking for a place in those last few heats of this event, and a solid start. Counts her backhand as her strongest weapon. She climbs the roof of this section. Tries to get some speed to get back out in front of it, but can't find the open wall. And here is Lakey with a good piece of water to bank into on that first option. A solid turn to get started. Let's see if she can finish this wave off, driving off the bottom, into the pocket once again. A second solid move, cutting back, and a nice little float before kicking out.
I like that first snap, very aggressive, throwing water off the rail, quick in and out of it, nice in transition, kept that speed going down the line. Tatiana Weston-Webb on the backhand. Talk about that backhand whip. She rides a bit more volume for a woman her size. You can see her board's a little bit bigger. We're going to take a look at Lakey first here. But this first snap, very aggressive. Quick direction change. And then that finesse to float over the top. And again, just keeping that speed, flying down the line. And you know how speed being part of the criteria, a very distinct speed change from Tatiana to Lakey Peterson. You take a look now at Tatiana, a little more vertical approach. And this is where that backhand and that forehand can differ. Much more top to bottom from Tatiana Weston-Webb. That float, again, you talk about the strengths of her backhand. I've witnessed it from a very young age. She actually won at Trestles as an amateur 2 years in a row, going just because of that solid backhand.
Looks like Tatiana's going to have a very, very decent advantage in that last exchange. Just a 5.5 for Lakey.
Now I guess she was looking for a wave on the way back out that she didn't find. I think Tatiana's sitting out right now under priority. Lakey trying to find something, but it's so tough out here. I mean, from the beach, I'm sure you can see it, but from the water, there's so much warble and just ribs coming through the face, and Tatiana up now trying to deal with it. That little wave right there was turned into something on the inside, but it's so hard to identify, you know, what's going to happen. You really do have to look for the number 2 or even 3 wave in the set so that they can have some kind of grooming on the face, because number 1 and even number 2 have got so much warble on them from this wind chop. It's crazy. As you can see, Lakey kind of twisting through that one, looking for that inside again. As she comes to the inside here, let's see what she can get some open face. Nice little cut into the corner. She's got some clean open face on the double up. She kicks out though. Wow, so there's in the inside of that thing kind of rolled through, it kept barreling.
And if you know that you're going to, okay, if I at least can get 1 or 2 turns off on the outside, if it ends up connecting, great. If not, figure it out from there. But it's definitely not like it was.
Stephanie Gilmore up against Courtney Conlog, and the winner of that one will take on Carissa Moore in quarterfinal number 4. Here we go, live action, 12.5 minutes to go. Tatiana Weston-Webb trying to get rid of a 4.17. There's been moving a lot of water out there, Pete, but that wave, it shut down, it got away from her. So Lakey Peterson's going to get the opportunity she needs with just over 12 minutes to go.
Here's Lakey, I guess it's during the break here. And that first turn wasn't the cleanest transition, but coming down the line here, and missed that section there. So she realizes it and says, you know what, I'm out of here. But that doesn't matter. You got to make it happen.
Here goes Lakey now. Solid first turn. And again, digging in hard on the rail. Moving plenty of water. Making that jump over the double up. Neat little float. Just needs some extra speed here as she looks to line up this steeper section. That wave's starting to really bottom out, and she isn't able to get it back up there to finish that ride off, but just over 7 minutes to go.
But again, gets the speed, Beautiful arc here, really laid into it, but again, had to wait, pump, 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 then lays into it again. And you can see here, had to wait, pump, kind of reward, so there wasn't that nice clean linkage of combination of major moves. That may affect the score, but the quality of those 2 turns on the outside was pretty nice, so you would have to give credit to that.
Looks like it is going to fall just short of the excellent range, so it's going to be very close between these 2 competitors. A 7.93 for Peterson. She's in the lead now, and Tatiana needs just a 5.26 to turn it. So knows that the surfers are just hanging on this situation update. It looks like Tatiana is aware that she's chasing a number. She's taken this insider. A nice snap there, so 2 turns already. Doesn't need a big score. 5.26. She's got to get over this reform section. Bashes away at this wall. Starting to fade on her. And she's going to have to kick out.
I'd like to see this wave again just to see, but see some live action first.
Out the back, Lakey Peterson looking to get rid of a 5.5. A late takeoff here, a tricky wave to surf from the outset. She's done well so far. And this wave just gives her a couple more sections to bank off on the inside. You think back to the 5.5 that she had earlier, her first turn was really strong on that wave. So this one, it might not better her situation.
Yeah, I don't know if it is. I mean, a 5.17, you look at the comparisons to what she did on that first wave. She had that really strong turn on the outside. Here's Tatiana's wave. Again, those 2-turn combos have done pretty well. It was just unfortunate for Tatiana if she was able to find another 2-turn combo in here. I mean, she does get that one, but the wave kind of lets her down right there.
Well, I think the judges will go back and have a look at Lakey's 5.5. There was a couple of decent turns on that wave. It was the combination of 3 pretty solid scores. This is the replay of her last wave. The start was pretty solid.
It was, you know, and she had the same thing happen to her. It doubles up, and she had to chase it. She really couldn't lay into any major turns. But she did connect it nicely.
Judges having a look at the replay.
And again, it's all about comparisons, you know, what's happened in the heat. And then they're going to compare it to the backup score. This is the red. I mean, that was a high quality turn. You know, in comparison, you would say that that was the best turn of the two waves. So this, it has to be better than or as good as that wave there.
Well, the comparison has been made. The score is in. It's a 5 for the Hawaiian, so not enough to get it into the lead. And this heat is being counted down now. And Lakey Peterson, she's going to hang on to the #1 spot, putting up some of the best numbers of the Roxy Pro so far.
And she can have a sigh of relief.
She has gotten past one of the toughest competitors in the draw. Lakey, a great effort there to turn the heat in the later stages. A brave fight back from Weston-Webb. And as you can see, the heat score totals very close, less than a point, less than half a point separating these 2 competitors.